Hey guys, and welcome back to the CDTV casting couch. Today, you guys can just sit back and relax, and we're gonna have a nice, long, intimate discussion about Pearly Age Rap Lyrics Part 3. You know, in the years that I've had my channel, I don't think I've ever done an unscripted intro before. This was the first one. And that's what I did with it. But yeah, today we're going to be continuing with my favorite series on this channel, the Pearly Aged Rap Lyrics series. I also appreciate all the comments telling me I should start a series about lyrics that aged really well called Pearly Aged Rap Lyrics, because that's how it sounds like I say pearly. That's actually a pretty good idea. So whoever came up with that first, I might actually do that. I might steal your idea. So let's not waste any more time. But wait right there for just a minute. Before we get started, I want to thank SoundCore for sponsoring today's video. They sent me a pair of their Liberty Air 2 Pro earbuds, and I cannot recommend these enough. Just look how slick, smooth, and professional the earbuds and the case looks. That's some certified drip right there. Drip that also comes in black, white, and pink, if blue isn't your color. As for the sound quality, the Liberty Air 2 Pros sound excellent, and are perfect for listening to your favorite music in every single situation, whether you're going for a walk, or flying on a plane, thanks to the 3 different active noise cancellation modes. Those being transport mode, outdoor mode, and indoor mode, which change the level of noise cancellation for those different settings. They're super comfortable in your ears with multiple different sizes for the earbud covers. You can customize the EQ settings in the SoundCore app if you really want to crank up the bass and hear those 808s booming. And these earbuds are endorsed by 10 Grammy Award winning artists, such as your boy Mustard. So, if you want to get a hold of these yourself, click my link down in the description below and you can grab yourself a pair of the Liberty Air 2 Pro earbuds. They really do sound amazing. Much love to SoundCore for sponsoring this video. And let's get right into the video. This is CDTVProductions, and let's take a look at more rap lyrics that aged poorly.
Name much to my niggas when I'm in England. Call me Eric Von Zipper, sipping on Dawn with Prince Andrew at the palace. He digging my style with the chicks. I show prowess when I'm in.
Sipping on some of that fancy champagne in a palace with some English royalty. Sounds like a pretty standard brag rap. Nothing to see here. Wait a minute. Prince Andrew? The pedo prince? He's the one digging your style with the chicks? What age are the girls you're showing prowess with? Well, I should say allegedly. Prince Andrew is allegedly a pedophile, much in the same way that this thing I'm holding in my hands is allegedly a microphone. If you've watched the infamous interview of this man bumbling through interview questions about his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, among other things, you'll know that it's very hard to believe that this man is innocent of the things he's being accused of.
Another guest was John Brockman, the literary agent. Now, he described seeing you there getting a foot massage from a young Russian woman. Did that happen?
No.
You're absolutely sure, or you can't remember?
Absolutely sure.
So John Brockman's statement is false?
Well, I don't know Mr. Brockman, so I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know Mr. Brockman.
Was John Brockman, the literary agent. Now, he described...
This line was rapped in 2001, so at the time it probably seemed like nothing, but looking back at it now... Very unfortunate choice of Royal from OC. I really can't stop thinking about the fact that OC said Prince Andrew was digging his style with the chicks. Like, that's what he chose to talk about specifically. OC literally could have chose anyone else in the royal family as someone that he pulled girls with, and they probably still would have been a pedophile, but it would have been less publicly known. OC likely chose Andrew to shout out on this song about having loads of sex and drinking, because back then Prince Andrew was known as the party prince. People just didn't know he was more of the party on a private island, so you can get up to something a lot more sinister type of prince. Please note that any objectively made statements in this segment were just for the sake of jokes, and I am not throwing any true accusations Prince Andrew's way. It was just stated very objectively for the sake of comedy. I am saying this so that the royal family doesn't clap me.
Off the dick, let me not send no motherfucking screenshots about how she was telling me she trying to eat up out of cock.
Speaking of predators, Tokyo's Revenge, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm gonna say allegedly, just to be safe here. There's no official charges that exist, but there is so many screenshots, and according to Tokyo's own fans, on his own subreddit, Tokyo himself admitted to sexually DMing and grooming at least one minor, who I believe was 14 years old at the time, while he was around 20 years old himself. While the lyric I've chosen doesn't directly relate to that, at least hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully he wasn't talking about minors in his lyrics this whole time. It's just kind of nasty hearing him talk about screenshots of a girl saying she would, and I quote, eat up on the cock, when we now know in reality the girls that he was DMing were not even old enough to drive. Now, this one is a bit of a risk to talk about because a YouTuber with a channel much bigger than mine, some of you guys will know who it is, but I'm not going to name him here just in case he doesn't want his channel to be sort of brought into this situation again, but he actually had Tokyo DM him and say that his label would take legal action against him if he didn't remove the video that he made about Tokyo. Whether his label actually did say that or Tokyo just made it up to scare them into taking down the video, I don't know, but a light does need to be shone on this situation regardless of who's trying to cover it up. And that's not me blaming the person who took the video down, I'm just saying that's why I'm covering it in this video because I think it needs to be known. And it really makes you question, if he didn't do the things he was accused of, why would Tokyo, or allegedly his label, be threatening big YouTubers that talk about the situation? Why hasn't he himself addressed it properly without dancing around the questions? And why are even his biggest fans straight up saying that he's guilty? Just have a think about that.
Pull it down and watch it slip off. Ever catch me cheating, she would try to cut my crazy, but I love her.
I feel like all of us knew that this Him and I track by G-Eazy and Halsey was a bad idea from the second that it came out. Just based on what G-Eazy raps about in all his other songs, I heard this line and immediately thought to myself, this is gonna age very badly if he ends up cheating. And now it's on this list, so you can put two and two together and we can conclude that young Gerald is now dickless. Let's take a moment of silence for G-Eazy's cock. Thank you for your respect. I don't think there has been an instance where Halsey has said in black and white terms that G-Eazy cheated, correct me if I'm wrong, but she has heavily implied it numerous times to the point that it's just obvious. And she confirmed that parts of her song Without Me, which at points references a cheating partner, was written about the guy who made a reference to the Damn Daniel meme within a song.
Damn, Daniel back again with the Saint Laurent.
Even if he didn't cheat, which I personally believe to be highly unlikely based on the evidence, we can just consider the whole Him and I song as aging badly in general. Wait a minute. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that music creeping up in the background? You know what that means. It's time for another speed round. Let's go.
Life is good. You know what I mean?
On the 10th of January 2020, Future proclaimed that life is good. And then in March of that year, the coronavirus outbreak was declared as a pandemic, and we've pretty much all been locked inside ever since. I guess that was just Mother Nature's spiteful way of hitting back at Future's misogyny.
You 38 and you still rapping.
You're 40 and still rapping? Dissing someone, in this case Jay-Z, when you're younger, purely for being older than you, isn't a very wise move, as it's always going to backfire and be applicable to the rapper that said it in the years down the line.
Pull up on your daughter like I'm Kevin fucking Spacey. Holy shit. My side bitch is 80. Pull up on your daughter like I'm...
This part of the song initially contained a reference to the movie American Beauty starring Kevin Spacey. This was long before we learned that Kevin Spacey was a nasty bitch. I attempted to replace the line with Lil Tracy, but for legal reasons I couldn't. So my message to you today is, fuck you, Kevin Spacey, you are a pussy. And I wish I could change the lyrics. It's too late now, baby. Enjoy the rest of the song.
And if we ever played, I still beat you at a FIFA game.
No,
I'll finish
no.
that. Yes, let's go.
Just pass it to him. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant. Just fucking pass it to him. What, bro? What is that BS, bro? No, fuck this game.
Oh shit. Nah, I'm out, bro. I'm taking my
you
W,
are?
I'm
You're taking
dipping.
it? Of course you are. You
I'm
took a
dipping.
W in the shit game.
KSI did not beat Quadeca, a FIFA game. And that does it for this edition of the Poorly Aged Rap Lyrics Speed Round. So let's move on to our final in-depth selection before we close out this video.
About to do. Well, I don't care about the money, like it's the respect that I'm wanting. Honestly, I just want to be one of the greats, where they gotta bring your boy up every debate.
I really used to be in Lil Dicky's corner, man. This was Dicky's response on the song Professional Rapper when Snoop Dogg asked him where he saw himself in 5 years in the rap game. I believed him when he said this, and while I can't see what he's doing behind the scenes now, it's very hard to believe that his current goal at this moment is still to receive serious respect as a rapper, as he claimed on this song. That was one of the main messages of the Professional Rapper track, to show that he cared about the genre, to show what he was all about, and show that he cared about being a staple within the genre. But now it seems like he just pops up to drop viral pop rap songs once a year or less, with his last full rap album releasing in 2015. And it is sad, because I did like his music when it was coming out. I thought Professional Rapper was a really entertaining album, and I was honestly quite impressed by quite a bit of Dicky's rapping throughout it. And quite a few of the songs were just really catchy. Now it just feels like his heart isn't really in rapping anymore, and he just wants to pursue success through other avenues, like his TV show, Dave, which of course isn't a bad thing. If that's what he wants to do with his career, then absolutely he should go down the avenue that he wants to. But it just makes it a lot harder to listen to songs like this and believe that he truly means what he's saying from the heart. If you look at his Wikipedia page, the first paragraph under his career section says, Dicky initiated his rap career simply to get attention comedically, so he could write movies, write TV shows, and act. However, he fell in love with rapping and says he's not leaving that game until he's proved his point. From that quote, he made it clear that he wanted to write and star in TV shows from the start. That was the initial goal, and rap was just the springboard for that. Even if he did eventually fall in love with it, like he said, and wanted to prove a point, it seems like that isn't the case anymore, and that his aspirations have shifted back to what they were before rap was a part of his life. No longer does he want to be one of the hip-hop greats. Well guys, that is going to be it for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed this one, and if you did, I would of course appreciate you leaving a like and subscribing and turning on the channel notifications if you want to see more videos similar to this one. Another one in the Poorly Aged Rap Lyrics series. I just love doing this. You guys already know that from what I've said, and I'll definitely be doing more of these if I can find more of these lyrics to cover in the future. If you have any suggestions, of course leave them down in the comments below, so it makes it easier for me to keep this series running. Much love to all my patrons who are on screen right now, and a special shout out to my top supporters on there. And those are Caleb Peoples, Reagan Burt, I Am Regent, Cyrus Formadoni, and Tyson. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Well, that's all I've got to say for this video, so thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, and this is CDTV Productions, signing out.